Hey guys, welcome back to the Smash Brothers review session. I'm Leo. We got JR, Shibz down here. Let's go. Today, Solo Leveling, episode 22. Yep, and 22, things have started. Things have started to go down on Juju Island, but before that, guys, we got to see our boy Jin get a bit of action at the start. What do you think about that?
real?
JR, you want to start?
For real, for real. I was just light work, innit? Man was just testing out his training from the castle dungeon. He thought, you know what, let me go for the top guy, because why not?
I mean, to be
And
honest, it's not like he tried to come for the top guy. After he stopped the fight between one of their man and one of the Japanese people, the guy went berserk. That's when they were like, you know what? Come.
for real, bro, because this guy came out of nowhere, stopped my girl, and then my man.
Everyone was like, what?
Literally just went, stop.
Yeah, chill, you
Like,
man. You guys are gonna kill each other.
them ones, yeah, where like the teacher tries to get in between the two students like fighting, innit? My man just appeared from nowhere and just went, break it up, bitches. Because
For real, bro.
now.
For real.
Yeah. No, and it was sick. I mean, this show is always trying to find moments to highlight how OP is, or how to give him his limelight, give him his time.
I mean,
So I love it.
So he's the main character. He's the main character. So rightfully so.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I
Yeah,
love
man.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
But
true to his name, man.
I got a question to ask you because I've been hearing some murmurs, right? Yeah, in the community for that watch Solo Leveling, right? Yeah, they were complaining a little bit about this episode. So with Jinwoo, right? Yeah, he's normally very stoic and like doesn't show a lot of emotion or anything like that, right? And in that scene, so when he's fighting Big Boss Man, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he smiles. So like a lot of people were saying, they ruined his aura because he showed emotion.
No, I saw that, but people were moaning about him crying the other episode before. I didn't see about that one.
Yeah. So that as well, because I was gonna bring that up as well, because I was gonna say that like, how can people be complaining about him smiling? Because I only saw the bit about the crying after I looked into the smiling thing, right?
Yeah. All right, so the people, me and Jay talked about this last episode actually about the crying, but I brought up to him, and the crying stuff, I think it's dumb anyway. I mean, it was a big moment for him.
So like, yeah, rightfully so. It's a big emotional scene. Like, what were you expecting? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And him smiling, he smiled before. He smiled in ways where he was like, "Oh shit, I can't wait." Just a couple episodes ago when he saw the
The dungeon,
dungeon, he was so excited. He was like, "I need to murder this dungeon."
Yeah.
No one is complaining. So what they're talking about? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that smile is
find it
pure
ridiculous.
arrogance, bro.
Yeah,
That
because
smile came out of pure arrogance.
if anything, that brings his aura, whatever you. I hate using that word, by the way. Like, I just fucking hate that shit. But it brings his aura up even more.
Yeah, for real.
Because we already know, yeah, this guy. Like, I mean, we all expect him, right? Yeah, to be the most OP character in the show right now, right? Apart from maybe his dad, because obviously we saw what his dad was doing around. Like, I mean, we didn't really get to see it, but from one scene
So
to
the
the next.
aftermath.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw what his dad is capable of. So like,
Bro.
apart from his dad, right? Yeah, he's the strongest character there, and we expect him to be able to murk these people easily, right? Or maybe not easily, but like they might put up a decent fight, but we expect him to come out on top at the end of it. So for him to smile like that, bro, yeah, it just shows. It just shows. My man is so overly confident with himself, yeah, and he backs it. He backs it, bruv. Like, if you want anyone in a fight, it's him, bruv, because man will back it.
You know what?
Every day.
I don't think that smile was because he was thinking he's stronger than this guy. I think he smiled because he was excited that he's stronger. He's fighting a strong guy. That is sick. That is like, I mean, come on, like, I don't see a problem with that. Like, he's just excited, having fun.
It's a combination, I think, of both. Like, because he's smiling because, I found someone that can, like, I can fully show and try my like abilities out on Do you know what I mean? And then also at the same time, and at I mean, I'm not saying that like what I mean is that he can try it, and then obviously the outcome we don't know like what will happen, but it means that he can attempt to use it because he probably with all the opponents and everything that he's fought before, right? Yeah, he probably thought, oh, if I try this here, it's just gonna completely wreck him.
No,
right?
no. He's pulled out all his stops many times throughout the whole season,
No.
throughout the whole series.
I mean, the one that I would like to use as a reference here is, when he was in the castle, climbing the tower, sorry, right, yeah, or whatever you want to call it, right, yeah,
Yeah.
and he brought out the big shadow, and then he did that massive blast against one of those big demons that was there, like that, bruv. If he pulls that out bruv, he pulls that out anywhere else, he's literally destroying the whole area. It's not just whatever he's aiming at; it's everything around it that will get destroyed as well.
Yeah, in
Do you
this
know what I mean?
particular pace, pulling out that is going to be too much. But throughout the series, he's been, pushing himself to the brink at pretty much every place. It was only that dungeon where he realized he got too OP. Everywhere else, he was like, oh shit, if I didn't have Igris, I was dead. Second episode, he said, if I didn't have Igris, I wouldn't be able to beat this guy. He even said he couldn't beat Igris. So, like, he's always pushing himself.
Yeah. But, I mean, back to the point of the whole aura thing.
Yeah, back to the point. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
It's so silly, bro, because I just think the thing is it's boring to see characters that are just constantly stoic all the time and like just no emotion. Don't get me wrong, it does give like a certain level of like, oh yeah, he's so cool, like he keeps his composure, he does this, he does that, like throughout the whole show. But you want to see emotion from especially the main character, because you want to be able to see the whole spectrum of what he's feeling. If he's just standing there the whole time, right, straight face, when he should be happy, what's the point? When he should be upset, what's the point? When he should be mad. Do you know what I mean? Like we want to see that. The whole point of animation is to be able to for them to be able to depict emotion effectively, and that was a good time to show that emotion that he was having at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I don't want to go too much more into it, but let's say, for example, if he was like going around screaming and shouting, like, I don't know, Luffy or something, that would be out of character. That's not him. But him just smiling because he's excited about fight, that's totally him. He's done it so many times throughout the whole series. So I don't understand. It's just people looking for problems, I think.
Yeah. For real.
But let's be back on topic. They actually started the fight, and one thing that me and JS did say, Shibz, we did say that it's going to be Japan vs Korea, and it was Japan vs Korea.
It was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and
clear as day.
Which I think Japan completely dominated everyone else, didn't they?
Yeah, they kind of took the win, and damn, that's kind of harsh on Korea.
The one result I was surprised by was the I forget his name, but the guy with that transforms and gets like the white hair when he normally has red hair. The hunter, I forget his name, but him, like, I think at one point as well in the episode he did say that he didn't go all out. So so potentially he probably could have won his fight, but he had to stop himself from doing everything he could. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I reckon apart from the guy in the Japanese team, the one that Juju stopped.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Apart from him, I feel like the rest of them did go all out. But
it's hard to say.
But we don't know. Obviously, we don't know. Like they might maybe didn't want to show off everything as well, for all we know. But yeah, like it is what it is. That obviously I was so disappointed, bro, that they stopped him from fucking fighting. What's his name? I think his name was Goto or something like that. That like the leader,
the guild leader.
The guild leader.
Yeah.
You the master.
Yes, I mean it's interesting because he wasn't holding back. He used all the stuff he wanted to show, but Jin was just dodging. He never got to show any offensive power, which is unfortunate.
And then when he was about to, that's when they all came and they like literally just stopped him, bro.
Yeah, because they were clocking like if these men go together, like they're gonna blow this place up.
No, but the thing is, they said though. Remember at the start of the episode, right? Yeah, I think it was somewhere near the start before they started showing all the fighting, right? Yeah, they said that training room was reinforced with all of this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
so like,
but then they said literally a second later that it's not gonna work because you saw that guy. He literally destroyed the ground when he was walking.
Okay. Yeah. That's
literally.
so true. That's actually true.
Yeah, that's literally why they brought up that statement, just to show that like this room isn't gonna hold a true fight.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So but I mean, it was interesting. I think this next episode they're gonna see what our boy can do. I'm not sure how he's gonna get there because one interesting thing was after the fight, he sent his shadows onto 5 of them to kind of and this is pretty interesting because obviously he's not on the mission.
Yeah.
Which everyone was surprised about. Even the Guildmaster of Japan, he was like, "Who is this guy? He's not on a mission." And he found someone interesting. It's like, okay, they find it interesting, our boy. But even though now they're on the island, he can easily just teleport if he needs to for some reason. That's probably how he's going to get there in the end.
Yeah, but then there's still an issue with that though, right? So I was chatting to one of my other friends who watches this as well, right? Yeah, and she was telling me like, that's a good point. You can, because I mentioned that point to her of him being able to like travel just by like it's basically the shadow form of instant transmission to a certain extent, right? But the problem is he's watching this on the live
TV.
broadcast of it all, and if you remember, the cameraman that's recording this said that there's a 10-minute delay. So the problem there then is if shit already goes down, he's gonna be 10 minutes late already.
True.
So that's what I'm wondering. Like, what are they gonna do? I mean, he's gonna have to turn up 10 minutes.
He's still gonna teleport there regardless.
Yeah, no, of course he will. He will.
I mean, he actually shadows. I'm pretty sure his shadows will tell him what's going on, right?
That we don't know because we don't know whether he's able to see what they see.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
they've never shown that. The only thing that Jin will clock is potentially if one of the people die with the shadows, if that shadow disappears, that'll be an indicator that for him that'll be like, yo, Wagwan.
Yeah, because
I mean?
that did happen, and that did happen at the end of the episode, didn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So we will most likely see the reaction of that hopefully at the start of the next episode or whatever, because like that girl was pissing me off as well, and like when I saw that happen, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I slightly smiled because I was like, yeah, bitch, you deserve that.
You are
rotted, fam.
You're crazy, man.
Rotted.
But no, JL, did I try to tell you a couple episodes? I think it was. I don't know if it's this series or another series. This guy's always the evil guy. Just like it's casual.
No, but hear me out.
She's rubbing off on you.
Bro, she got her head chopped off. She got her head chopped off. I don't care if she's chatting shit. You don't deserve to die just because you're chatting shit.
Hear me out. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she deserved it like that.
I mean, yeah, you smiled. So.
Okay, I did.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay,
don't try to back it. Don't try to defend yourself.
I'm gonna back what I said. Yeah.
Let me let you land.
She deserved it, yeah, because remember, yeah, the guy that she was talking to, yeah, he was like, oh yeah, heal me please, da 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 da, and then she's there, bruv, trying to fully
make him pay for that shit.
There you go.
But if she wasn't gonna do that, she was still dead. So how did she deserve that?
Because of being like a dickhead, bruv. Calm as a bitch.
Yeah, but it was gonna happen anyway. That's the problem. That doesn't matter.
Bitch.
Well, you never know.
Oh, but she was gonna heal him, because she was gonna heal him. The insect wouldn't come in deader.
Hear me out, right? She might have moved, gotten closer to my man, because so far we've only seen healing magic only works, yeah, when they're like physically like close to them and healing them like with their hand shits and all of that, innit? Right? So she could have been near him, and then the guy could have maybe seen the fucking insect come from somewhere else, and then like maybe defended her.
No one saw the insect entirely. They just saw head chopped off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So no, that wouldn't have happened. That I'm sorry. That would have happened. She was dead regardless.
We don't know that.
But I'm telling you, she was dead regardless. It doesn't matter.
We don't know that though. We don't know that. I'm just saying. But it happened. She died. It is what it is. Head chopped off.
It is what it is.
No, the you know, like in like real life, yeah, like, you know, people go out hunting for sport, and then they like the animal that they kill, right, yeah, and then they hang them on their mantle or wherever on the wall, right, yeah. This ant is doing that with her head, fam.
That's what my man's gonna do, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I mean, this there's two things I want to say about this. So the queen bore a prince, really strong guy, and this reminded me of Hunter x Hunter. I can't lie.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Fully was getting that vibe, bro. I was so getting that vibe when I was watching that scene.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, yo, like this is getting too much like Hunter x Hunter now. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Then I was thinking, why do you? Is there like a big thing with Japan and insects and stuff like this? And now I started thinking, well, ants are super strong and they're super small. So imagine if ants are big, like our size, they're going to be monsters, absolutely disgusting.
Crazy.
I think pound for pound, they are the strongest, or up there for sure. in terms of strength, like because
Yeah,
they can carry so much
yeah,
more than their own body weight.
thousands times their weight. Yeah, so just
Yeah,
imagine
yeah, yeah.
one our size. That's crazy,
Bruv. They're lifting buildings. They're
bro.
lifting
Yeah.
buildings, bro.
They are.
Bruv. Yeah,
So,
easily.
so I don't know how strong this guy is, but if he can dead S ranks and S ranks can't see this coming, this is a problem. This is a problem.
And I
Yeah.
think this is, I think in terms of these ants, right? Yeah, this is the first of their kind where it's bipedal, in it, because all of them are literally like they look like ants. This one is like, from what we saw from the silhouette and everything when he was being hatched and that, he was actually like in a humanoid form, in it.
Yeah. It
So
was way
that's
more
interesting to
humanoid.
see. Yeah, way more. Like,
Yeah.
bro, my man had biceps, fam.
I was doing bits.
Yeah.
You,
So,
you,
ah,
you know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised because two things. One thing, I was surprised actually at first that they had all these ships. I was surprised they didn't do like a nuke on the island first. Maybe not a nuke, but some missiles just to kill some of the fodder or help some of the fodder get killed, and then the S ranks coming
I
after.
mean,
But maybe that would have disrupted things. I'm not too sure. But
no, the thing is, unless they're like, I mean, obviously they could easily do this as well, but like, if they, with the way the technology looks like in the show, is unless it's sort of target seeking missiles, right, or whatever that they use, it's not a good idea because they got people down there already.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before the people get down there.
No. But there was people there before they even were fly. Like, remember, they were flying there, right? Yeah, and they already mentioned that people were already there that were like sort of monitoring everything and trying to sort of contain everything at the time before they got there.
Yeah,
You gotta remember that.
everyone on the island now is S rank. I don't think we saw anyone on the island who's not part of the S rank crew.
Leo, you gotta remember this is the fourth raid,
Yeah,
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 this
not
is
yeah.
the
not the
first
first
raid.
one.
So
So
they
there's
might have
people
done that
already there.
already on the first raid.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
number 4.
They might have. There's no way for us to know if they have or not.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
so go on.
So it just, I don't think that would have worked just purely because of the fact that, like, I mean, if they fucking threw a nuke down there, bro, everything there and probably a big area as well around it is gonna get destroyed. So they can't risk that.
Yeah, that might be those reasons as well.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure, like the way they describe some of these S rank hunters as well, like they're equivalent to a whole military of a nation. So maybe a S rank is more powerful than a nuke.
Possible.
But that depends though, innit? Because they're S rank, right? Which is fair enough, right? But they're S rank based off of the power that they have. Unless it's a defensive power, it's not really gonna stop a nuke to a certain extent, is it?
I'm not talking about stopping. I'm just talking about equivalent of
Survi-
powers.
sur- oh, right, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fair. I mean, sending an S rank is probably just the equivalent of sending a nuke out there, but more
yeah,
controlled. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. More
yeah,
controlled. Because
yeah,
you look at that fire guy, bruv. He was just doing craziness from the ship.
bro.
Yeah, the
The
Light
boss.
work.
thing, yeah, the thing that impressed me is, when they were actually in the nest and they had all the holes. My man just created bare of these little fireballs and just all at the same time. That was
Yeah,
sick. I can't lie, that was
he
sick.
was
And
doing
the fact,
bits.
yeah, and the fact that he could sense as well. I think it was he could sense it. Like, obviously the which hole it ended up being the right path to take
I
and all of
think
that.
he looked at it by the one that didn't have the smoke coming out of it because that would be the
Oh,
deepest one.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, fair.
it was smart thinking and quick
Yeah,
thinking as well.
it is.
yeah,
I mean, that's why he's one of the guild masters, no?
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And one of the other things was interesting is that I mean, it seems like the Korean side was the infiltrators. They got in, and everything was
Yeah.
gone. Queen's gone. Whoever hatched gone. They knew they've been planning as well that when these guys come, well, they got another plan coming. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think that whoever this prince is, I think is going to be killing off a lot of the people outside,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a bit of trouble because everyone's kind of split off. There's like 3 people there. I think there's 2 in another place. They're not going to
Yeah.
really have support in time to really react to what's going on. So it's going to be pretty crazy.
It's gonna get a bit cray, especially with that Prince Ant, whatever you want to call him, Marv. He's just gonna dead off, go to the next part, dead off, go to the next part, and then you still got the other ants about.
Yeah.
They're the minions. Like, how are we gonna sort them out?
That's
So
the
it's about to
thing.
get peak, man. It's
That's
about
the
to get
thing.
real peak.
I'm my only thing, right, yeah, with this, that, and this is more about now speculation, for the next episodes, because what we established, didn't we, that there's gonna be what, 3 more,
3 more,
2
yeah.
more, 3 more, yeah. So is whether, because we've only seen him at the start of the series, if his dad's gonna turn up or not, because it it would make it would make sense for him to turn up, right? Because it could be a case of where even these ants are like this prince guy might be a bit too strong for Jinwoo, right? And out of the blue, his dad comes to rescue him, right?
Mm.
Or they might just leave it until like sort of his dad. So my idea is this: he's gonna be a hero, and he's gonna come and save Jinwoo at the end of this series, this season, right? Or they're just building him, and they're gonna reveal him as like a villain for next season. That's what I think is gonna happen with him anyway. So, but it would be cool to see him towards the end of this season, because I like he's one of those mystery characters. They've literally dangled the carrot in front of our face, fam,
Mm.
and and we've seen him, and we got a little lick and a taste of it, right?
Yeah,
But that
Big
was it.
pause.
Big pals.
because.
Yeah.
But Jaya, what do you think of that first?
I personally don't think that Jinwoo is going to get saved. Jinwoo is always leveling up, always getting stronger every single
No,
minute.
of
Like
course, yeah.
he is the, from what we know of the solo world, is he's the anomaly. He's the only one so far that is getting strong with their powers.
Mm.
So in that sense, I don't think the dad will come and save him. But him being a villain as well, I don't think so, because he came out of the dungeon to warn.
That's true.
Why would he
That's
come out to
actually
warn
true.
you and then
That
attack
is
you?
true. Oh no,
Like
that's
that's
true.
some
Yeah.
that's some Guyver shit right there, bruv.
What
I
kind
mean,
of pushed you towards thinking he'll be a villain?
I don't know. It's just it's not more so like I'm basing that off of anything that we've seen. It's just more so it could be something that they can do in the sense that
I mean,
come on,
in that
come on.
sense, they can do
Just a
anything.
breeze.
Look at
Yeah,
no,
that's just
look
a
at it like this.
breeze.
Look.
But
Okay,
but in that sense,
when
they
I
can do
say
anything in it though.
when I say
Yeah.
basing it, when I say basing, I'm not basing it off of anything in the show, right? But if I had to base it off of anything, right? Yeah, the first thing that popped into my head was like Star Wars. Like, come on, Luke and Vader.
Bruv,
Like that's his dad. He was evil.
bruv, there's been so many things that they've be parents and there's not evil. So I don't see it.
But it could go that way though.
Yeah,
But
but
that's
it
what I'm
also
saying.
couldn't. But you have nothing to base it on. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it couldn't, but that's the whole point of speculation.
With like
If you're speculating
with
anything,
the
it could be or not be anyway.
with the Star Wars thing, yeah, it's like how, bruv?
What do you mean?
Like I get the example that you're using, like, oh yeah, father and son, bad blood,
Yeah.
but like there was something there that got to that point for
but-
them to be the villains. But
but-
from all the information that we've got so far,
Yeah,
watching
of
solo
course.
leveling, we can't get to that conclusion with that.
Yeah.
Of course. But okay, let me put it like this, right? Yeah. When Vader revealed himself to be Luke's dad, right? Yeah. We just knew him to be we just found that out right there and then, right? But we didn't
Yeah.
know what led him to become evil, right?
No, yeah. But when we first got
accepted it.
introduced,
And in this, yes, when we got introduced to his dad, Jinwoo's dad, obviously he came out saying, "Oh, I'm here to warn him about this, and this." But we don't really know what happened out there. So
yeah, which is fair enough. But he's not out here trying to conquer the world, the universe, like Darth Vader was. Episode 4 was the first Star Wars movie, and he was the op. He was the op from the get go.
Yeah, you know he's up.
Right?
Like as soon as you see him,
That's true.
he
That's
comes
true.
out
It's
as
just
evil.
the shock was that he ended up being Luke's father. That was the shock.
Because
It wasn't like, oh, the dad is here. Oh, surprise, he's evil.
Yeah,
with
okay.
your logic, you could look at any of the Japanese team and you can be like, well, they might say they're coming to help the ants, but actually they could be evil and they're going to betray the Koreans. You could say that. You could say that about any particular character doing anything. You could also say, well, they've done this for like 900 episodes, but maybe on the 901th, they might betray someone else. You could say that.
Which is fair. No. You can say that, but it doesn't mean that you're right or wrong because it's down to the writers. I mean,
No, but
obviously, there's already source material for all of this anyway. So if you did want to know, you can go and read it. But what I'm just saying is that making speculations doesn't necessarily mean that you're right or wrong, because anything can happen.
But there's a difference. There's a difference on making speculations based on something and just making speculations because you're making speculations, which is what you're doing.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah, man, I got the right to do it. I'm just throwing out ideas. That's all it is.
You're just being Shabrizi out here, fam.
Sabizi. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is, apart from the evil thing, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Apart from that, the thing I do agree with that maybe his dad has to be involved in some way, because then I wouldn't see them involving him in the start of the season, just leaving him out. I think he has to come up in one of these 3 last episodes of the season. I don't know how, but I think he has to.
They might just do that stereotypical thing of just sort of bringing him in right at the end of the fucking last episode, bro, just to be like, oh, I'm here now.
They could. I think that would be a waste. To be honest, though, I think he has to do a bit more this season to justify the things that we saw in the last couple a while ago. Last thing I just want to say before we wrap up. Any thoughts on if Jinwoo is gonna come into the battle this coming episode, and how quickly? Do you think it's gonna be like pretty quick, or is it gonna be like more in the latter half of the episode? Shadow start dying. The thing on TV, like you said, Shibs. 10 minutes late, he starts to think about, but my mom, but if I don't help these people, everyone's gonna die in the end. So this will be helping my mom in the end anyway. So yeah, what do you think? You first, Shibs.
See, I mean, what I want to happen is for him to turn up at the start of the episode, like maybe sort of lead up to it in the sense of, so like in the first half of the episode, let's say, because obviously I would hope he would sense in some way or another that Shadow is obviously now like returned to him or whatever, and then he's probably gonna start thinking about like, oh, what's going on? And then because the TV stream hasn't actually started yet in that sense, I think, of them showing it, as in showing what's going on the island just yet, even though there is a 10-minute delay or whatever it is. Like I don't think the guy that's recording was there. I can't remember. I'll be completely honest with you, because it was a couple of days ago now when I watched the episode. But I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly sure that the guy wasn't there recording anything. And if he was, then yeah, like I would imagine that Jinwoo will turn up fairly quickly. And I don't think, although I know you're saying like, oh, he's gonna have to contemplate whether he wants to stay home because his mom, because that was the whole reason why he stayed in the first place, or whether he should go. But I do feel like he will just make the right decision of going there, because at the end of it all, like you said, Leo, is that if he doesn't go and these ants end up just taking over and whatnot, his mom's gonna die in the end anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Because they're gonna come for the island. That was the whole point. Because they're already coming towards the island anyway. So
exactly. Like they're all flying off anyway. Like they've been trying to for a while, but it's just that they've been containing them this whole time anyway. So yeah, he most likely, if not even most likely, he is gonna go there. Like, come on, otherwise it'll be a very boring episode or rest of the season for him not to go there, being the main character and then not actually doing anything about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he definitely is gonna go there, but it's just more about when. I hope it's gonna be at the start rather than not at all.
What be Joe?
Yeah, I'm a bit the opposite of Shibs. One of the reasons why Jinwoo didn't really bother going, because he felt like we've got X amount of S rank hunters. They're more than capable of doing what they need to do. I feel like he added the shadows in there just as like insurance. I don't think if the chick that's head is gone as a shadow, he might not think straight away like, oh shit, I need to pop off. Maybe when he's on this last one, the last shadow, maybe then he'll be like, okay, this is getting serious. S-rank hunters are getting deaded off. Like, this is close to the Korean coast. This is going to affect all of us. Now I need to go. Because this is, if he's got one more shadow left, that's the last shadow he can use to teleport to get there. So potentially at the end of the next episode, he might do it. I feel like they might give the S-rank hunters their moment to shine and everything. But then again, this show doesn't really focus too much on side characters. This show focuses more on Jinwoo. But yeah, I think more to the later end of the next episode, and worst case, we'll see it at 2 episodes at the start where he will actually start fighting and shit.
See, I just have one counterpoint to what you said about him maybe obviously if he senses that this one shadow is gone and then like he's not gonna stress too much yet, is you gotta deep it, right? This guy has always been someone who cares about everyone else around him. He will always protect them. So like he's got that sort of like emotional that side to it. Do you know what I
Nah,
mean?
I disagree with
No,
that. I don't think he cares about people around him, man.
no,
Not
but
in that sense.
he's still he's he's
His
still the
focus
same
is
person though. He's still the same person from when the series started. Do you not see, when they were in the double dungeon, bro, how much he actually tried to save people there, even though
at what
he was
at the
helpless
start.
at that. Yeah.
At the start, which is fair enough, but the show from the start, we're talking about the start, yeah. Jinwoo weak, he had to prove himself, so on and so forth. Once he started killing, he changed from that point onwards.
Oh yeah.
He didn't
Agreed with
care
that.
anymore, right? So for this season, like with the else and everything, the only reason why he probably felt responsible and he only cared because that E rank hunter was there, the sister's friend.
Oh yeah,
So he
yeah,
felt
yeah,
like
yeah,
he had
yeah.
a responsibility,
Mm.
right? But in terms of actually caring, he doesn't give a fuck. If he cared, he would have gone to Juju Island straight away. Why would he not?
It's not that he doesn't care that he didn't go. It's more so that he thought that everyone else was competent enough to handle it. So that's
Yeah.
why.
Can I
That's
interject
the
in this?
difference.
I'll interject in this. I think you're both right to different degrees. I think he cares about people, but his prerogative is his mum. So regardless about
sure.
other people, he wants to protect his mum. But
Mm.
and I guess for me, I mean, I can't tell Jinmi what to do. If it was me, I would have gone to the island. But that's to say, it was me. I'm not him. I would have gone. I
Yeah.
would have kept his shadow at home. He already kept shadows at home. If anything happens
Yeah.
to his mum, he can teleport back.
Yeah.
I would have been there because this is serious. This is a big serious stuff. If these guys go down, I mean, of course, he might think S-Rank counters, they can't go down. But I would have wanted been there anyway. Because I feel like it's an important place in history. Yes, I understand about his mum, it's important, but I would have wanted to be there for me. But I think JR's right that his mum is his highest priority. That's why he wanted to stay home. But you're right as well, Shibz. I think he does care because he's shown himself to be empathetic to some people.
Yes, that was the word I was looking for.
But even then, his prerogative is his goal, which is his mum, and now he's looking after his mum. So yeah.
But the thing, like, and to sort of continue that point because you brought it up anyway before as well, is that if he doesn't stop this, right, his mom's gonna die anyway. So
Yes,
his
seriously.
prerogative, his prerogative, even though at the end of it is his mom, this is like a step before it.
Yeah,
Do you
but
get what I mean?
I suppose
Like,
the
this is
caveat there, like JR was saying, and you even said yourself, he expects the S-Rank hunters to be able to handle this.
yeah. But
And
then obviously when you now take into the fact that obviously this one girl has already died and one of those shadows was on this girl, right? Yeah. Like, would you
hypothetically,
not
we don't
think-
know if it was.
No, I'm sure she's one of the Japanese, isn't it? Like, and he had
There's
the
10
shadows
there's
on
10
them.
Japanese. He has 5 shadows. We don't know which one of the
Oh.
Japanese have shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was one of them. Oh, okay, fair enough. I genuinely thought she was 100% confirmed that had one of them.
It was all of the
'Cause
fighters and the guild master because there was 4 fighters. The guild master.
Oh yeah,
So that's the
and
5.
she wasn't actually.
She wasn't
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
fighter.
She wasn't one of the ones that was fighting. She was one of
Yeah.
the ones on the stands. Actually, I remember that bit now. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So
yeah.
the show's carefully crafted it that way, so he's not going to find out straight away.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough then. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, because I was genuinely convinced that she was one of the ones that had the shadows on it, because I thought she was one of the ones that was actually fighting at the start of the episode as well. But thinking back to it, fair enough. I do remember her being in the stands.
Yeah.
Because she was one of the ones that was commenting on the Japanese guy with the eye patch and the one that goes berserk. Like,
Yeah,
she did
exactly.
comment on it saying, "Rah, Jinwoo just stopped him," like that
Yeah.
in his
Yeah,
berserk
for real.
mode,
Well,
which is
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Which is fair.
I'd
yeah.
say I'd like to bring it to a close, unless you guys have any last statements. Nope.
I mean, no, yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
JR rating.
I'll probably give this 8 out of 10.
Cool. Shibz.
Because I think I gave it 8 the episode before last, because I didn't do last week's. Did I? Or did I? I think I did. I think I did last week's one.
I think so, but
It was yeah. Last week I gave Last week I gave an 8. It was the week before that I didn't do the episode. Last week
Yeah.
I gave an 8, and I'm gonna see.
come on, rating. Come on. We can skip you. We can come to me. You think about it.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say 8.3, 8.2. It was good. Next episode, I hope it's gonna be peak. But we'll see. Go for
I'm
it.
gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
All right, come on. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out the rest of the playlist for the Solo 11 reviews. We also do ReZero, we finish off Dimer, and yeah, we also do a podcast, obviously. So check out the podcast, check out our moments, shorts, Player J as well. And we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Peace.